What's going on, everyone? It's time for another vlog, and you saw that win 200.6. I don't know where that came from. Well, I do, and I'll explain why throughout this video. Quite a few things have happened since the last vlog. Things have changed. I'm eating a different amount of calories. I'm currently deloading, which you're going to see at the gym. Lots of things changing. Going to be getting a new gym membership. And anyways, we're going to check it out. But first, you know how it is. I'm going to be showing you all the calories, macros of each meal on the screen as we go through it. And let's see what we hit. I'll give you a physique update as well. Okay, that said, it's time to read, get my pre-workout meal in, and we're going to hit a deload leg workout. So, see you soon. All right, so I'm over here. You know how it goes, doing the morning routine, drinking 1 liter of water. And right now, I'm going to show you my stats of how I slept last night, my readiness score based off the Oura ring that I wear to track my sleep. And as you see, sleep is looking pretty good. I'll talk more about that later on in the video. And, you know, I'll talk about the deload and what's happening with the calories and why I lost so much weight and all this stuff, okay? So stick around for that. But I am about to finish reading one of my all-time favorite books, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. This thing sucks me in every time. It's amazing. Really shows you what the mind is capable of. And with that said, once I'm done reading, I'm going to show you the quick snippet of the pre-workout meal, which is the banana protein shake, and then I'll see you at the gym. Alright, so like I said before, it's a leg day. I'm gonna warm up with back extensions like I usually do. Leg extensions are done, and we're gonna start off with squats. And basically how I structure my deload weeks is 3 sets of 8 for every exercise at 50 to 60% of 1 RM. So it's very basic. I'm gonna be coming out with a video explaining the details, breaking down deloads for you, but that's what we're going with right now. 175, 3 sets of 8, focusing on technique, form, cues. Next, I'm gonna stay in the same rack, and I'm gonna be doing still legs, so it's still gonna take something out of you. So I'm hanging out in the rack. I'm gonna be doing stiff leg deads. So this is actually gonna be one of the new workouts in my new split. I'm gonna be dropping a video explaining the whole split to you soon, but everything's getting completely revamped, and that's why I'm deloading. And we're gonna hit it hard again next week. So let's hit these hamstrings and then let's see what's next. All right, so just finished showering. Quick physique update. This is all I'm gonna show because I realize that I don't look much different. But this is 200. As you see, the abs are still there. I need a shave, and you know, being a little bit on the hairier side, it's hard to really see the cuts, but they're there. Anyways, I did 350 calories of cardio. So now I'm gonna go ahead, eat the first meal, which I bet you can guess what it is. And then I'm gonna show you the calories and macros, so let's go. As you already know, the power shake, we've got frozen strawberries, spinach, creatine, protein, oats, dark chocolate, and then you add a cup of ice cold water to it. And this has always been a staple ever since I tried it. Best way to get your post-workout meal in right here. And also one more thing that I have with my shake in the morning is my 1-a-day vitamin, which if you're wondering is just this Quest one right here, and some fish oil as well. So calories and macros on the screen now, adding in 350 calories of cardio. This is the number and the macros that I'm trying to hit. One thing that's important to keep in mind is today, I'm probably gonna basically do whatever I want because I am at the lowest weight I've been at basically in the last couple of, I don't know, a year or since the cut. And so since I lost so much weight, my calories have been down lately. I'm gonna go ahead and overshoot calories today. So let's see how I fill it in. Kind of treat it like kind of a refeed day, especially since it was legs today also. Regardless of it being a deload, it's important for me to fill back up, get the calories in. So those are the macros and targets I'm going for. Next, I'm gonna stretch and do some mobility work, which maybe I'll show you a little bit of it or explain it to you, and then it's time to get to work. So what I like to do when I do cardio and actually through my deload workouts is I listen to a lot of audiobooks and podcasts, And obviously I read this morning for about 40 minutes or 30 minutes. Now, what I'm gonna do, if you saw my latest update video, you'll see I got myself a foam roller. I'm actually not gonna use the foam roller in the morning, but I will be using the bands for some mobility work and this lacrosse ball to massage out my chest and my shoulder, because I am still trying to fix up my shoulder and basically my whole body, really just try to get it in as good shape as possible before I start back up with my next cycle and my new program. So what I do is I go through my full body stretch routine, which by the way, I have a full video on it on the channel already, which you can check out right here. And that's the exact routine I still do, but I also am incorporating some things with the resistance bands, like external rotations for reps, really squeezing, really working on mobility, opening up, better posture, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and then I'll check in with you when I'm done. It's normal right now. Finished meditating and stretching. Got 110 grams of mini wheats as my snack. I got my 2nd liter of water on deck here, and I'm gonna be having this black coffee that's almost done brewing up. Yep, work time. So I'm over here at the desk, and it's about 8:30, just after 8:30. Gonna start sipping on my coffee. Tastes good. So basically I just finished up prospecting and doing some daily actions and target things I need to do every single day. I service my clients later on at around 12 p.m. today, but I do service them every day in one way or another. So that's later. Now, basically I want to kind of talk about why I have to deload. And I did mention this in the life update video, the little fitness haul that I did, but basically I was having some issues with the left shoulder, and my program simply was going through a linear progression that I simply can't maintain anymore because of the slower rate of weight gain that I'm achieving. And so what I did was essentially I chose to take a deload this week where I'm just taking it easy. I'm really focusing on mobility, rest, all that stuff. And as a result, I brought my calories down, okay? Because since I'm not hitting the weights as hard and my body's not in constant repair mode, burning extra calories, I figured I wouldn't need as many. However, it seems like yesterday I kind of messed up on the diet, and I think I undershot by quite a bit because I had some chocolate. So I just ended up kind of guessing here and there to take some things away. And it turns out that I had a massive drop in weight. So I don't want that to continue. And one thing I do want to say is that I've actually been on point with my weight gain and basically maintenance at this point goal, which is gaining a pound a month. And I've actually done that up until this point. So it's going well. But again, simply because it's a deload week, I do have to adjust, make sure that I'm not in a massive surplus in this week of more rest. And my new split is a push-pull legs, push-pull legs. Actually, it's push-pull legs off, push-pull legs off. So it's a 4-day repeating cycle, essentially. And the reason I'm doing that is because I do need those extra rest days, but I'm periodizing and programming my workouts and cycles in a way, 4-week cycles, 1-week deloads, in a way that's going to allow me to progress over a year's time. So I'm really, the more advanced you get, the more you have to look at the long term, the more precise you have to be for ultimately less gains, right? But if I do everything right, it still will result in some big number increases. And I'm also looking at joining Fortis West, which is actually a gym that's on YouTube, on some big YouTube channels, and I'm lucky to be close to it. I checked it out yesterday. It's a dream of a gym. It is probably, in my eyes, the closest I've ever been in the perfect gym, the closest that it comes to it from what I've experienced thus far. So I'm really pumped, and I'll likely sign up, but I'm going to test it next week and I'll take you along for it. So with that said, now calories today are going to be up higher. I showed you the targets earlier, but I added 500 calories of cardio just because, again, I'm trying to overshoot calories today. I've got a lot of weight to make up. I'm literally okay with gaining 3, even potentially 4 pounds overnight tomorrow. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna do that, and I'm not just gonna overload, aimlessly. But what I'm saying is I have a lot of room today to play with, which I'm excited about because that means I get to eat more food. So we'll see what I fill it in with. Anything exciting? Probably not, but maybe. So we'll see, okay? That said, I'm probably gonna head downstairs now, do some work, some projects, some deep work, and I'll check in with you at the next meal. So it's all work from now for another 3.5, 4 hours. I'm going work block, MIA. Check in with you soon. Now emails, just chilling in the backyard. It's a nice day out. It's a little cold, but just pop my headphones in, get some work done, and it's just after 10, which means I got another hour or so of deep work. And after this, I'm gonna have the next meal. So I typically go, you know, these 3 hours after having that mini wheat snack without a meal. Keeps my mind clear and holds me over for most of the day. So the next meal's going down at 11, and I'm gonna take you through some other daily ritual things that I like to do to keep my activity level high when working from home. So that said, I'll check in with you in an hour. All right, so it's lunchtime, 11:15 around there, and check out what we got. So I've got 1.5 cups of parboiled rice with 8 ounces of chicken breast. I'm gonna put the calories and macros for everything here on the screen. And check this out, the first of the snacks today. So it's 40 grams of walnuts, which is normal, but I decided to add in some of the chocolate, 51 grams of that chocolate. So calories and macros, that's what it's looking like. Again, I got so much room to play with today. I'm pumped. So this is the first meal, as you see, loaded up. And who knows, maybe I get something small after this. Probably not though, I'm probably gonna hold off till later because I will be going for a walk after this, and I'll check in with you when I go for the walk. So I'm actually pretty full, and it's about 12 p.m. because I just had a big bowl of Vector cereal and I did not track it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna estimate how much Vector I had based off, you know, actually measuring it so many times. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take out, maybe take out one of my other meals because I'm about to go do something after I jump on a live coaching call for my clients. So I'll check in with you then, but I just had that. Just want to let you know, got to hold it accountable. But again, it's pretty much a free for all today. So I'm a little behind here, but I do have to go for my walk. Before I do that, I'm actually going to make a chai tea that'll be waiting for me when I get back. It's going to help with my digestion, and it's going to give me a tiny little kick of caffeine. Turns out I'm going to have 3 calls later on today that starts at 2 p.m. So I got to go for this walk. Roughly should take me about half an hour. I'll see you guys on the walk, all right? So I'm gonna make up this tea. It'll be waiting for me when I get back, but I'll check in with you guys on the walk, explain you why I do it. All right, so I'm over here going for my walk. I like to walk every day, once to twice a day, each time for about 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes a little more. Different routes, and put my headphones in so I can listen to audiobooks, podcasts, a lot of stuff recently on training and all that. And I like to walk by here a lot of the times because I'm actually looking at potentially getting one of those penthouse apartments up here. It's close by my parents' house, so it's not too far, although this is only one of the spots I'm looking to potentially move out to in the near future. I like to walk by it because it's a very new building. It's nice and it gives me some motivation. But anyway, the point here is to help digestion, to help burn extra calories. Since I'm working exclusively from home nowadays, I need as much exercise as I can get to keep my metabolism high and keep me eating all the calories and stay lean along the way. So that's my philosophy behind it. It gives me some time for some more learning. It's nice to walk out of nature, get the blood flowing, get you moving around. So it's something a lot of people don't do and overlook, but it's a very powerful thing you can do. So hope you find that helpful. Got another 25 minutes or so. I'll be back home, probably eat my next meal. So I'll check in with you guys then, all right? So I'm probably gonna have just this bowl of cereal here. I'm estimating it in at about 100 grams of Vector, 1 cup, 1.5 cups of milk. Whoops. And we're good to go. All right, so it is just after 3, and the reason I'm checking in is because this sales call was a no-show, but I just got off a long one, and it went well. So That said, I've got another one coming up in about 45 minutes, but I absolutely binged on Vector cereal, binged. And now I think of it, I think I might go get some more of something. I'm not sure what. But yeah, I went overboard. So I'm actually cutting out my last 2 meals of the day, which are going to be some more rice, sweet potato, the usual. I'm cutting those out because I'm pretty full still from that. And I'll probably go, actually, I don't think I'm going for another walk. Yeah, I might go for another walk later on just to burn some more calories. But I definitely went overboard on that, which was bound to happen and I was expecting it. And I'm not upset by any means about it. So, but yeah, it is what it is. The reason I'm cutting out the meals is because at this point, just from this alone, I know I'm going to be in a big surplus. So there's no point of force feeding myself and gaining like 5 to 10 pounds in a day, right? Obviously, that's not the point here, but I definitely overdid it. So probably just that might and likely will be the last meal of the whole day. Maybe I have another snack. Just a little quick physique update before this last call here. As you see, 200 pounds, pretty lean. Lighting's washing me out a bit there, but veins all up the abs, delts, waist is staying tight, tries are popping. Safe to say I'm making gains. Almost 6 p.m. and I decided to have one more thing before I call it a day for the calories. And that's just a pair. Right after this, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna try to get all my steps in for the day, even though I'm dead tired. And that way, when I come back, I'm ready to just do some mobility work. And I'm not even kidding, I'll probably fall asleep somewhere around 7 or shortly after. But that's good. Aim for maybe 8.5 hours of sleep. We'll see how it goes. And I'm not feeling too full anymore, so I expect maybe 1-2 pounds gain, but that'll be about it. So anyway, catch up with you at the end and give you the summary. Listening to walk number 2, listening to some podcasts on training and Eric Helms, Brad Schoenfeld, Jeff Nippert, you know, and just wanted to remind you, it seems like I always go over in a lot of these vlogs, and as Dr. Brad Schoenfeld was just mentioning actually in the podcast I'm listening to, you know, there's a spectrum. It's not always you're eating pure garbage or purely clean. There's always a spectrum. And if you actually look at the spectrum, because I'm only vlogging once every other week of most days, which again you could see on my Instagram, you know, 80 to 95% of my diet is cleaner. But that 10% comes with waves sometimes it comes with little snacks. In today's case, yeah, I went over a little bit, but again, it's all about auto-regulation to a degree. It's never black and white. It's always on a spectrum. So, you know, keep in mind that you are able to have foods, and hopefully this gives you a bit of an insight as to my mentality behind why I eat certain ways some days and certain ways on other days. So just thought I'd mention that point because it just reminded me of something in there when I was listening to that. So thought I'd provide some more insight for you. Anyway, when I get home, I'm going to tally up the calories and, or at least the estimated calories, and we'll see where we're at. All right, so I just got back home from the walk, and final calories and macros, I'm going to put them on the screen right here. And as you see, not as far over as at least I would have expected. But again, these are mostly guessed numbers, and I tend to do a good job of over-guessing just to be safe. So at this rate, I do think that I will gain. And of course, when you're guessing like this, any surprise could happen. I could lose or I could gain a lot more than I'm expecting. And that's why you don't usually want to do this. But I just found myself in a position where I'm refeeding and I did it however I wanted to. I worked out this morning. I'm deloading. I've got a long night of sleep coming up now, which I'm pumped about. I'm going to finish off, it's just before 7. I'm going to finish off with some mobility work and some stretching, hit the bed, read a bit, and KO by probably about 7:30 at this point. So that should give me at least 8 hours of sleep to help recover, replenish. And I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 more days of deloading. And let me tell you, it's going by real slow, but very necessary. And I'm going to come back super strong. And be looking out for a video I'm going to be making explaining my new program routine periodization and basically the way I've programmed it all and the gains and the goals I've got set out, because they're pretty ambitious. Actually, I haven't been this excited about training in a long time. So I'm super pumped to get that started, but a deload is in order before I can hit this hard and full blast, make sure I'm all patched up, recovered, 100% healthy, and ready to get after it. And with that said, that's it for the video today. I want to say thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Gave you a little insight as to what I do on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, every day is different, but you know, some certain things I like to do on a daily basis. Very tired right now, had lots of work today. It was a very long day, lots of calls and whatnot. So very successful day though. I'm very happy about it, and looking forward to sleeping now. So thanks again for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more weekly fitness videos. And if you want to see more vlogs, see how I'm doing and all that good stuff, let me know as well, and I'll bring it to you. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.